See how she behaves. This is the only snake out of my whole set that has bitten me so far. Ooh. What's up, guys? Awesome news. I just checked and we have clutch number 2 and clutch number 3. Same day. Ah, it's crazy. Okay, these females are exactly the same as the last female. They're both normals, het pied, and the pairings were both to the same male, which is het pied, scaleless head. So these could be more scaleless het pieds potentially, and the clutches from looking from the bottom look awesome. So, but before we do that, we got to set up at least one more tub. I'm going to go ahead and do 3 more tubs just to make sure I have room, because these clutches look bigger than the last clutch. Probably about a 12-ounce cup. These are 6-quart tubs, Sterilite tubs. And you get 2 parts vermiculite. And that goes to 1 part of perlite. These are totally different. And I don't know how they work together. I don't understand the science behind this, but it works. I've got a lot of friends who use this method and they've had a lot of success, so I'm hoping to have the same success. So take these 2-part vermiculite, 1-part perlite. Mix this together thoroughly. All right, then I keep my water in my incubator so that it's already at 88 degrees, right where it needs to be. And this is distilled water from Walmart. Paid $1 for it. And then you want to just add a bit of water. You can always add more. It's kind of hard to take it out. You could just, if you put too much, you could always add more vermiculite and perlite and just kind of dilute the water a little bit with the mixture. Once you have that water in there, you want to stir it around. And the goal is that when you take it in your hand and clump it up, it should clump like this. But you shouldn't be able to wring any water out. You might be able to get 1 drop if you squeeze real hard, and I can feel that I can put a little more in this one. So I'm going to go ahead and add a bit more there. You want it to be a little damp, but not damp enough that it's actually wet, like wet as in that you shouldn't be able to wring it out. Right there, I feel like I can almost wring some water out, but I can't. And it's nice and clumpy, so that's perfect. So that is ready for some eggs. Now, notice I have 2 clutches. I've already got 1 of these pre-made, and I'm making 3 more. I have no clue how big these clutches are and how much room I'm going to need. So I wanted to make extra so that I don't run out of room. This one already feels really good. Just check it real quick. I could put a little more water in that. One thing about this process is it is very messy. So make sure you have a rag available to clean your hands with, or a sink available. Can you see that when I'm doing that? I ball it up, and it comes out like a nice clump, but as soon as you touch it, it breaks apart. And you can't wring water out of it. It feels like you could, but you can't. You can almost kind of hear the water crinkling around in it. All right, one more, and then we're about to be pulling some eggs. Anybody excited?
Ha 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 ha.
Threw in the dad joke.
So
Hit him with the dad joke. Be careful. All right, this one again, just a little bit more. All right, we are almost there. And then one more thing at the very end, the boob egg from clutch number 1 has grown some mold. It's been just over a week. I think it's been 8 days, and I have mold visible on the outside of that egg. I've gotten some antifungal cream, not antifungal cream, antifungal powder, like some foot powder from Walmart, and I'm going to give that a try on that egg. And from what I've seen and read, that can help. It might not. I'm going to continue to monitor it, but for now, we'll give it a shot. All right, so I'm going to put 2 of these in the incubator, so I got room to work. So now keep those nice and warm. Put this back in the incubator, and let's go ahead and pull number 2. Who are we gonna get to first? We'll give it to Lulu. Crazy girl. All right. Oh man, they look pretty. I see at least 5. Let's see how she behaves. This is the only snake out of my whole set that has bitten me so far. Ooh. And she does not seem super happy about sharing. She's a good mama. That's not a bad thing. Come on, girl. Give them up. I'll be good to them, I promise. I'll be good to them, I promise. You can tell she's tired. Hopefully she doesn't strike me. Oh, we got some slugs. We got our first slugs. Come on, baby. There you go. Okay, so she's loose. I'm gonna go ahead, since she's being so frisky, I'm gonna go ahead and set her up top. Ooh, don't get me. Be nice. I'll be nice, I promise. All right. Okay. So we're gonna get her washed up really well. And there it is. That is my first ever slug. And boy, is that weird. It's got a lot thicker shell. And I can feel it's gooey inside. Totally bizarre. There's number 2 for slugs. And then we got 4 beautiful eggs. Not as big as the last clutch. This one has a nice window. And from what I understand, as they grow, there's a chance we'll be able to see the snake through that window, which would be pretty cool. And these are pretty fresh. Oh yeah, these are very fresh. They're coming right apart, no issues at all.
You sure she was done?
Yeah. Yeah, the way she was laying, she was done. I'll pull her down and double check her. I did not do that. And another thing I wanted to do is I wanted to weigh these. That's something I've seen other people do. Oh boy, nervous. Still nervous. Still very excited. There we go. Egg number 1. Loosey goosey. Oh yeah, these are coming apart really good. It's so wild how doughy they are. Brian Barczyk, man, he makes this stuff look super easy. And I feel like I'm gonna do something wrong. I'm so scared. Cohen, no, we're not cracking these eggs. We're gonna wait for them to grow. Cohen, do you see the eggs? Look, don't touch. These got baby snakes in them. Cohen, look at the eggs. Mama, don't lean on this.
Oh.
Cohen, look at the eggs. Snake eggs. Wow. Not impressed. Yeah, it's so cool.
Is it egg?
Yes, sir. Well,
What's the snake?
Wyatt's into it. The snake's picked up.
What's this? What's this?
She doesn't look too happy out there.
All right, so there we go. We got 4 loose eggs. We can go ahead and candle them. Stay right there. Don't move.
Oh, here it goes.
All right, hold on, get your lights up, guys. Here we go. All right, camera's rolling. Don't lean, mommy.
I'm not.
All right, okay. Lights right there. Let's see what we got here. Oh, check that out. Nice set of veins. And let's see if we can find the embryo. Oh, looks like that's it right there.
I thought I seen something on the other
I
side.
thought so too. She might have rolled. Oh, look at that. That's it right there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I thought I seen
Yep.
it on the other side.
So she kind of rolled these around a little bit. Always a good idea to. You probably can't see much. That's fine. Just making a hole. Just made a little hole here to tuck that one into. There's number 1. Right here we're gonna do number 2. Just kind of dig a little hole. You want the mix to go up about to the halfway mark. All right, egg number 2. Here we go. Another pretty one.
Sorry.
Oh, see that black dot there?
Mm-hmm.
That could be the eye of the snake. It's pretty cool. So that's the top again. Another beautiful egg, perfect veins. Just gonna set that up.
Could it be that far developed already?
No, well, that's how they come out. A lot of times, a lot of snakes come out where you can already see the eye, and within a few days, you can. Brian Barczyk put a video up, I think today or yesterday, where you could actually see the coil of the snake's tail already through the window. It was an egg with a window like this one. Okay, I'm just trying to rearrange them a little bit to make some better room. Okay. Oh, don't
No, I stepped on a piece of chalk.
get my shelf, girl. Don't knock my eggs over.
Now what?
Don't knock my eggs over. All right, here we go. Looks like another good one. Seeing some good veins. Hard to get that light on there just right. That looks like it. We're gonna check around here. Make sure.
No, it was moving around.
Yep, that was it. That's it right there. That little dark spot wiggling. All right, number 3, good to go. This clutch had no gooey stuff on it, so hopefully we don't have the same mold issue that we had with clutch number 1, which hopefully I can remedy here in a little bit. This one,
Pretty
wow,
sure that's it on the side.
really bizarre. Look how collected the. I don't know. I think that's it.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's it. The other side looked like almost no veins. Really bizarre. Okay, I want to call that the top.
So what's inside of those?
It's an unfertile. That is an unfertile follicle. That is, I guess, technically an egg now, but it's an infertile egg. Is my battery dying? Mm-hmm. Okay. But these have just like goo in them. I'm going to turn the light on. We need to label them before we mix them up so that I don't get confused on whose clutch was whose.
What are you doing? The egg?
Yeah. All right, so this is press and seal. Pick it up at Walmart.
What are you doing?
This one I want to put a little lower. So I'm actually gonna set it over here. Dig this out a little more. Put it back. I like it up to about the halfway point on the egg. That's perfect. Okay, so now we're gonna take this, roll it over, and just press around the edge, and it just kind of locks it in. And this stuff, from what I understand, holds in the moisture, but it allows the eggs to breathe. This is a breathable material, but it keeps the humidity at 100%. So this is perfect solution for incubating eggs. No holes in the tub. This is a perfectly solid tub. It's not super tight seal. If you've ever messed with these, you know that these are super loose. But this is what makes that nice tight seal. Keeps everything perfect. All right, clutch number 2 is in the incubator. How about that?
She is not happy up there.
No, she's not. She's gonna get bathed. We'll go ahead and pop one of these real quick. I gotta clean this tub out anyways, so we'll show you. Should be like a kind of yellowy, pussy. That's it. Just looks like a egg yolk without the. What's the middle part? What's the yellow
Yolk.
part? The yolk? What's the white part? Whites?
Sure.
Does that have a name?
I don't know.
Just egg yolk. That's it. Infertile egg. Everyone's gonna be the same. If I had a monitor or something, or an egg eater, I could feed that off to them, but I don't, so I'm gonna have to waste it. I'll just set that aside. And we will move on to clutch number 2. Go ahead. We're gonna. All right, guys. My lovely assistant's arms are getting tired, so I'm gonna prop it up here. Not gonna be a great angle, but you already kind of saw how it works. So just follow me. Here we go. Next one is Luna. Like I said before, she's also had 5.
Where's the car?
And let's see. She looks like she's got a nice big pile of eggs. Can you see? Oh,
Oh!
I bet you saw that. Okay, I see. Oh, back up. She's angry. Baby.
Why? She's angry.
1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 5. Looks like 5 good ones. And she is fired up. Let's see.
I'll hold it.
Calm down. I got you, Mom. I'm gonna take good care of your
Yeah,
babies.
she got you. Wyatt, please get away.
Okay, I can't see her head, so that's a little concerning. And she's still hanging on to the clutch.
She's right there.
There she goes. All right. Little mama. You did so good. I know you're not happy with me. Oh, she just struck herself. I'm so sorry, baby. Goodness. Goodness. Hang on.
She bit herself.
Yep, she just bit herself.
Is she okay?
I'm sure she's fine. I'll check her out. Anyways, while we're at it, she is empty. She is very fired up about this egg borrowing situation. Let me go ahead and get her picked up. Okay, settle down, Mama. Good job. Whew, okay. That was fun. Yay. All right. Well, to recap, clutch number 1, 3 good eggs. Clutch number 2, 4 good eggs. Clutch number 3, Got a little confused there. 5 good eggs. That was 3, then 4, then 5. Let's just keep that rolling. You know, I'm feeling good. I got a lot of snakes here. I could get that up to like 20 if we just keep that going. Anyways, all right, here we go. 5 beautiful eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No boobs, no slugs. Looking great. Love it. And I forgot to weigh the last clutch. I keep forgetting to do that. So let me go ahead. Hand this to my lovely assistant who has had a break and her arms are ready to go. I need, back up a little bit, Mama. I'm pointing to that. Well, let's go ahead and reset. Let's just look, Cohen. Do you see the snake eggs? Wow, they're so big.
So big?
Isn't that awesome?
I'm not impressed.
Not impressed. All right. Okay, I'm trying to think of how to weigh these. I don't want to put them on anything. Watch out, back up. Go and disinfect this surface. And wipe it down a little bit. And I'll go ahead and just put the egg straight on here. The disinfectant is F10. It's veterinarian's disinfectant. All right, make sure none of these roll off. Let's see what we got. 522 grams for 5 eggs. It's about 104 grams an egg. Pretty awesome. Buddy, hey baby.
You're okay.
You all right? Settle down, buddy. Okay, so now we're gonna get these all separated. Try to keep them in the same direction they were. Candle them. Coming apart real easy. So again, we caught this one nice and early. Sorry about the sound effects in the background. My son has autism and he loves making awesome noises. Quite entertaining, but probably sucks for the audio, but we'll work with it. So try to get a shot in there. So what I'm doing is as I'm pulling apart, I don't want to just keep yanking in one direction. And you also don't want to just pull them straight apart because then you're stretching the egg too much. But if you put your fingers down in there into the crack and kind of pull with one finger and then pull with the other one and just kind of gently and get as close to the connection point as possible, then you're putting less stress on the rest of the egg and it'll pry up nice and easy. This is going to be a little tricky. And then you could also work it from different angles. So kind of pull a little bit from the bottom, pull a little bit from the end, come back to where we started. And the closer, I find the closer you get your finger to that point where they're connected, the more control you have over it, the less likely you are to break the egg, which fortunately we haven't had that problem yet. Now these two are pretty stuck together, so I don't know if I'm gonna get them apart, but I sure would like to. Just take your time. I'm talking to myself. Because, oh man, I'm super excited. But take your time. Not in a hurry. My garage is nice and toasty. Keep it at 81 degrees. And it might actually be a little warmer today because it was pretty freaking hot outside. So definitely a fine temperature to be messing with these eggs out in the open air. You wouldn't want to do this necessarily in like a very cold air-conditioned space. Okay. All right, let's get back to candling. So one thing about the placement in here, one thing about the placement in the box is that you definitely don't want it anywhere, any eggs touching an edge of the container, because as the condensation builds up in here, it will drip down the sides. If there's an egg touching the side, that water is going to get straight on that egg, and the egg will absorb the water, and it can drown the developing baby snake. There's a fancy word for baby snake. It is evading my thoughts right now. The embryo, there we go. So it can drown the embryo. You don't want to do that. So, and then also, the reason I'm separating them is because if one of these eggs goes bad, I want to be able to pull it and either dispose of it if it's really bad, or separate it if it's growing too much mold and potentially contaminating the other eggs. All right, another beautiful one. And there's our embryo right there on top, ready to go. A lot of people mark their eggs with a Sharpie. I don't think I'm going to. The way I packed them in here, they're never gonna roll. They're buried halfway up the side. It physically cannot roll. I mean, my incubator would have to flip upside down, and I think I would have a lot bigger problems than which direction the embryo is facing at that point. You know, like where I'm gonna live, or you know, that kind of situation. Anyways, okay, so there we go. We got 5 more beautiful eggs going in the incubator. These are the exact same genetics as the others, so we could get 66% het pied normals. We could get 66% het pied scaleless heads. We could get visual pieds, and we could get visual pied scaleless heads. And those are the bullseye. That's what we're aiming for. So then we got 5, 9, 12 chances to hit that 1 in 8 odds snake. So we got 1.5 out of those 12 statistically should be what we're going for.
You could just go turn the light on.
Yeah, I'm gonna go turn the light on. All right, there you go. Loose. One day get loose on me. Alrighty. Wonderful. Well, that is one heck of a way to start a weekend. Today's Friday, so my weekend is just getting cranked up, and I could not ask for a better day. This is killer. I've had a great day today. You guys don't even know. So that is it for pulling clutches. I'm going to pull clutch number 1 out, do some fungal cream, and we will see how that goes. I'm going to turn these so that it's number 2 and number 3. Come back and check on those, or add the notes for those. And pull number 1. Here we go. Oh, easy. Okay. Let's take a look-see. All right. Yeah, that mold's pretty bad.
Oh, goodness.
That's a lot of mold. And actually, ooh, it smells bad. Okay. Okay. This sucks. This smells terrible. So I'm assuming that this egg that's kind of starting to turn green is no good. Now the other 2 still look all right, but I do see mold growing on the ends and all around. This clutch, when it came out, for some reason had like gooey, kind of like the inside of that slug. It had some gooey yellow stuff stuck all over these. Almost looked like a slug busted or something like that, but there was no shell to the slug. So maybe the mom absorbed part of it. I don't know what happened. But yeah, I definitely think this one's gonna have to get tossed. And we are gonna go ahead and try to treat the other 2. And what I have here is Zezor. I tried getting Lotrimin. They were out at Walmart. Walmart's out of everything right now. Good old coronavirus. It's an antifungal treatment, and it's a powder. So we pull this tab, unlock the this. and we're just gonna put a little bit of powder around the egg to check it out. And I'm gonna phone a friend on this one and see, but I'm almost certain I wanna pull this one out because it smells bad, and I think it's gonna be a lost cause. But for this, go ahead and just lightly dust. Oh, don't want to do too much. And I don't want to rub it with my hand, because my hands could contaminate the situation, and the eggs are super fragile. So any kind of pressure like that from my finger might be too much. So, and I'm not sure, I would imagine if you put too much of this, you could probably almost suffocate the baby. So we're just gonna lightly do it here. We do it on this one too. You see what I'm doing? And supposedly, according to some of the videos I've seen, this will, and I'm going to do the vermiculite around the outside of it. It's a little excessive, but so just try to knock off what mold I can with the paper towel. Just not, you know, I'm not even applying any pressure. Just kind of pull that all back. So basically, you just best to assume that this egg is paper thin and not go prying on it. So here we go. Oh boy, slow process. Hang with me, guys. We're almost there. Okay, so they're pretty well wiped down. And I'm gonna add just a little more, a little more, yep, or a lot more. I wanna add Lotrimin to the vermiculite, just in case there's mold spores that are growing around the egg, that dies before it gets back to the egg. And I'm dusting it off because, again, I don't know if this could like suffocate the egg or block the pores of the egg, because the eggs need to breathe.
You're not gonna pull that one out.
It's a complicated process. Let me phone a friend real quick and we'll come right back. All right, guys, real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up. Thank you all for watching. I know it's probably been a little long, but this has been a process. The one that smelled bad, I think I might have seen some veins. I pulled it out, separated it. The little bit of mold that was on these, I was able to wipe off a good bit, and I left a little of the foot stuff in the vermiculite mix, and then also this end where the egg was, I put some more of this stuff and mixed it in just to make sure if there's any fungus growing in the bed or in the substrate, that it kills it. Hopefully, that's the goal. So that's 2 eggs that still look good, no issues there. Put some fresh press and seal on, and the lid goes back. And then we're gonna relabel this guy by himself, and that way, if anything continues to go south, I can just chuck this whole thing and I don't have to mess with these 2 again, hopefully. So that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more updates. We got plenty more coming, and I'll try to keep it exciting. Have a good day. Bye-bye.